All right, some more Fallout shit. Now we're gonna rank the Fallout 4 companions. This ain't counting all the fucking robots you can make, but it does have, these DLC fuckers right here that nobody really cares about. But starting off with Curie, I mean, you got the human and you got the Robo Curie, the Miss Nanny bot or whatever. And as a human, her stats get worse. But I'm not really going to try to go for stats. I'm going to go for the actual character and whatnot. I mean, their stats are just whatever. I mean, it is what it is. It doesn't really matter what they are, but I mean, obviously Nick can hack and shit, but who cares about their stats when you can just give them strong ass weapons and strong ass armor, even though I never do that because I don't play survival because I'm trying to enjoy a game, not try to fucking hate my life. But Curie as an actual character is pretty interesting. I mean, despite the fact that she is, a synth now, basically, I actually don't mind her character. She's just kind of full of life despite not really having an actual life and being a fucking AI. But Curie she's about mid. She's like kind of just right there. Same with the Robo version of her. I love her voice though, and I think the voice is even better as the robot version. I don't know why. Strong is very tough to please, motherfucker, dude. He just, unless you're just eating everybody and just, you know, that's about it. That's about all you can do to make him like you, other than kind of just threatening people. But he is a tough companion to like because he's a super mutant. I mean, what else do you expect? I mean, Fox is cool, but Strong sucks butthole. Like I said, he likes eating bodies, and that's about it. But as a character, he's a super mutant, but he has one redeeming quality. The milk of human kindness is what he wants to find, and that shit's funny. But him as a companion, he fucking sucks. Paladin Dance is fucking awesome. I mean, other than the shitty T60 power armor design that I hate that he has and the stupid ass Brotherhood cap that they have on, I love Paladin Dance. And the Blind Betrayal is one of the best quests in the entire game. Has the best acting in the entire game. And it just made sense. Like, he just became such a better character after that. Because he found that out and he didn't change his ideals. He was ready to die because of what he was. Like, I mean, the Brotherhood in Fallout 4 is just. They're not even really the heroes, dude. I mean, they're just absolute racist dicks. But I don't know. They're still. The Brotherhood is just something else in Fallout 4. And they are ruthless. And they were ruthless against Dance. There's only one character who actually liked him. And, but, dude, Dance's character is so good. Despite not having a real backstory since he is a synth. Dude, before he did become a synth, the backstory he did have was pretty fucking cool. Then he joined the Brotherhood, became a great warrior, and as a synth, he actually got scared, even though he is a paladin. But dude, Dance is just so fucking great. Like him finding out he's a synth, going AWOL, and then having that heart to heart with him in the cave, him ready to die, or him actually accepting what he is. It's just so great. And Kate is just she's crazy. I mean, her personal quest is kind of cool, helping her get drug free. Basically taking her to rehab and shit. Kate is kind of, I don't know. I mean, she's kind of cool. She's funny. She has the accent, and the accent's funny. Her personal quest is cool. Anybody with a personal quest just has one of the more better characters. I don't really care for Kate that much though. I would say she is in front of Curie though. Curie has one thing going for her, in my opinion, that makes her a little bit better, and that's the voice, and that's it. But Kate, she is cool, she's funny, and she has a personal quest. And Codsworth is just a, good, nice companion. He's just, he loves you, since you're his master, and he's a robot, and he's also pretty fucking funny. And, I mean, you can mod him, so that's cool. You can give him legs, and it's fucking weird, but Codsworth is, I don't know, he's just kind of, there. I'm going to put Robot Curie down here solely because you can mod her, but that's it. Actually, no, fuck that. No, hold up. Because you can mod them, they're going above everybody else in B tier. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking, but whatever. Okay, dog meat. I mean, you can't go wrong with dog meat. So, I don't even got to say anything. The only thing that I can say is you should get that one mod where you can have dog meat and another companion. I mean, it crams an elevator and a doorway, but whatever. It's just cool. You just can't go wrong with dog meat. Hancock is a very interesting character. I like Hancock. He's a ghoul, so he has that going for him. I mean, yeah, you can consider that a bad thing. He has that drip. The Minutemen would love him. And I don't know. He's a drug addict and whatnot, and he's kind of a creep. But for some reason, I just kind of like his character. I don't know why. He's just entertaining to me. That and his brother being, McDonough was pretty interesting. I don't know. It's just I don't really use him that much, but he just has that, I don't know, kind of swagger about him. But I'm gonna put Hancock and B. I just find him more interesting than those two. Deacon's S tier. The only bad thing about Deacon is you can never give him stuff because he always changes his fucking appearance. But I love Deacon. He's cool. His backstory's really fucking cool. And I don't know, I just like him. He's spying on you throughout the game until you join the fucking railroad. And I don't even like the railroad. I just like some of the members, and that's it. Liberating toasters is not my favorite thing. But, dude, Glory and Deacon alone, and Tinker Tom's pretty fucking cool too. But, dude, Deacon carries the railroad on his back because he's like the only like great character out of them. Like, Glory's cool, Tinker Tom's okay, and everybody else sucks. I don't care about any of them. Deacon, though, I love Deacon. He's so fucking cool. Hey, he's fucking great to talk to because he's always just throwing some shit at you that you don't know is true. Old Longfellow. I do not use this fucking weird cabin living some bitch. I don't know. I mean, Far Harbor is an exceptional DLC. And everything about Far Harbor is great. Except the companion. I don't care about Old Longfellow. C. I'm going to throw Gage right in C2 and get him out the way. Gage is a little bit cooler since he's a raider, and he comes with, like, the best weapon in the fucking game, so that's not a fat man. And his armor's kind of cool for being a raider and whatnot. He has eye patch, he has a pretty cool voice and whatnot. He's better than Gage, I'll give him that. But the DLC companions suck booty balls. And Ada, you can mod her, and she actually has a pretty cool backstory. I would say she's above these guys, but I kind of like Ada. Automatron is a short but pretty cool DLC in my opinion. Okay, X688 is like, he has zero personality. Obviously, he's a courser. He's monotoned as fuck. He's strong as hell, but I don't know. He's also C. I like him personally, and I don't actually mind the Institute. I just don't like how they. I mean, obviously the Institute is bad. And I do think they could help humanity, but despite their leadership saying otherwise, I think the Institute would be good for humanity if they actually drove them in the right direction. And even when you become the director of the Institute, there's nothing, you can't do anything. Which sucks. I mean, the Subversion mod helps a little bit, but that's the one downside, dude. Once you become director, there's nothing to change, and there's no real say of what you can do, and it sucks. But I don't know. Institute's obviously evil, but if I had the choice, I would steer him in the right way. Okay, MacCready, a reoccurring character. MacCready is great. I love his character development so much. I love his personal quest. I love his dialogue. I love his backstory. I love his dynamic with the gunners. I love his outfit. I just love him. He was a snot-nosed fucking kid in Fallout 3. He was cussing all the fucking time like I do. But in Fallout 4, he doesn't do that because he matured with a wife and a kid. But if you get him mad enough to the point, he will cuss you out and he'll leave. But, dude, his personal quest is so awesome. Grabbing a cure for his son, and you can actually get him to love you despite... he kind of has like a similar backstory to you in a way. I mean, both of you have wives if you played as Nate. And it's just something that they can relate on. And he's just cool, dude. I love talking about him. Everything about MacCready is just cool. He's S tier easily. Deacon has obviously a more interesting character and whatnot, but Deacon's entire story and character is just fantastic. All right. Robo Companions. Robo Companions are just going to go D tier just because, you can do whatever you want with them. There's no name. You can name them, but they're just there. You make them yourself. They're not a real companion. Piper is S tier. I like Piper. I don't know anybody who doesn't like Piper. She's a reporter. She's the bottom of S tier, but Piper's easily my favorite companion in the game to actually use because she is the person I would romance in most of my playthroughs since I play as Nate. But I love Piper. Like, once you actually get to know her and whatnot, and how she is actually trying to do good and expose, truths and lies and corruption, and people just don't like her because she speaks the truth. And that, I mean, I don't know what people obviously don't like to hear the truth because they fear it, but Piper does not give a fuck, and she's all about it, and it's cool. And her backstory is really cool too. And like, if you play on survival and her last words are "take care, Nat," that just shows how much she actually cares about people. Despite it, I mean, obviously it's her sister, so she obviously she'd say that, but Piper deeply cares about, Diamond City and whatnot, but they're just trying to drive her out because they just can't accept what she's saying, even though she's speaking the truth. But Piper's great. I love Piper. Preston Garvey, everybody hates Garvey. Well, I don't know if they hate Garvey. I just hate, they hate the fact that he's obviously the guy who gives you all the quests and never shuts up. But there's mods for that, and obviously people can just avoid him, but just get a mod where he doesn't do that. I mean, Preston himself is a fucking great-ass character. Like, when you actually talk to him and get to know him, he's actually fantastic. I love Preston Garvey. Get a mod to get rid of the Radiant Quest shit so you can actually use him. He has a really good companion perk too, dude. Holy crap. But, dude, Preston is just a tragic character, dude. Like, he idolizes the Minutemen. He's like the fucking Minuteman, other than, obviously us. But dude just has all the hope, and even Preston, the guy who's usually always upbeat and trying to do good, even he had a point where he just kind of wanted to end it because he was so depressed and just couldn't, like, things just weren't going well non-fucking stop for him. Like, the Quincy Massacre, the shit in Concord, just everywhere he went, there was just shit looming about just destroying the Minutemen. And he did his best. He got people to safety, but there's always something waiting around the corner until we showed up, and we saved him, and he really fucking loves us for that. And obviously, if he plays Raiders in Nuka World, he'll still obey your command, but he will hate you as a person because of that. Because after all that hard work you did with him, you betrayed him just like every other Minuteman that betrayed him, like Clint. Basically, just like him. But Preston is a fucking great character. He has a good backstory. Just growing up he just idolized the Minutemen. He became them. He was a good Minuteman. He did his best, but like I said, just shit got rough for him, and there's only so much a man can take, and obviously, without us, Preston wouldn't be there. And when you talk to him, he's just so fucking happy to know you. And I just like Preston, dude. Get rid of the Radiant quest. Just get a mod to get rid of that. And if you actually use him and talk to him, he's great, dude. He really is. I love Preston. Despite the memes and despite the Radiant quest, Preston himself is just... I love Preston. And Nick... I mean, you don't even need a fucking question for Nick. I mean, he's obviously S tier. I mean, I don't even know where to put him, honestly. I don't use him a lot, but I love Nick. Nick is great. Obviously, synth. He's a synth, but he's against the Institute. He's against his creators, and everybody loves him. Nobody liked him at first, but he put himself on the line to save people, to do the jobs people didn't want to do, the dangerous jobs, and people respect him for that, and he has earned that respect. And Nick is great, dude. Everything he says is great. Even his little quippy one-liners that he says to people are great. Take him in the vault or the Pridwin, and dude, the shit he says to people is fucking fantastic. And he himself is a high morable character, and it's great. Him and Piper have that. Like, I love when they talk to each other. Him and Dance is funny to talk to, and before Dance even knows he's a synth, this shit's funny. And they almost kind of come to, like, I mean, maybe not respect each other, since obviously they have clashing ideals, but they don't insult each other after they get to know each other. And I can't speak about Nick without talking about Dima, dude. That dynamic is fucking awesome. And I will never side against Dima for Nick, because I think Nick deserves to have that brother that he never had in Dima. The more you go back, the more they talk to each other, and the more they respect and love each other, and it's fucking fantastic, dude. Like, it just goes to prove how great Far Harbor actually was. And, dude, Nick is just such a great character. He's actually going the very top. Dude, he's so well done, and he's great, dude. He scolds you for being a smartass. making wrong decisions, he absolutely unloads on you. Piper does the same thing if you side with the Institute. But everything about Nick, dude, everything he says, everything he has when it comes to Quest, he's just like perfect. Now, I do find it kind of weird that I didn't put anybody in A tier, obviously. But there's no, that's the gap, dude. You have fantastic fucking characters, then you have good characters, and then you just have okay characters, and then you have the ones that nobody likes. But, dude, the gap is so insane right here. Because all these characters are so fucking awesome or just great. And, like, they're all interesting. They all have great backstories, but Nick is just truly one of a kind. He's just so fucking cool. I mean, obviously, there's other synths on the list, but Nick is just the one that stands out so much better than everybody else. They put some mad thought into Nick Valentine. And his backstory, his personal quest, Eddie Winter, dude, everything about it is fucking great. Then he goes, even though he's not the original Nick Valentine, he respects the original Nick Valentine and everything, and it's fucking great. Like, everything Nick does in the game is just fucking top tier. And I hardly doubt anybody would disagree with me on that. Almost the entire community loves Nick, and that's for a good reason. He's earned it. He's awesome. Easily the best character of all the companions. Now, if I had to choose my favorite one to actually have as a companion, it would be Piper, obviously, because I just love Piper for the romance aspect, the character aspect, and I don't know. Piper's just cool. She's the coolest one in the romance. I like the way she talks to you. She has a nickname for you. She's just cool. But I don't know. Nick is easily the best character of all the companions in Fallout 4. He's just fucking fantastic.